Whoa, the trigger warning is going brazy again today. Whoa. Hey guys, CDTV Productions here, and welcome to part 2 of 10 great rap songs by bad rappers. As explained in part 1, I'm not saying these rappers are objectively bad, I'm just saying that I personally think they are bad rappers. Even though I said that at the start of the last video, there were still people that didn't understand it. You don't have to agree with me, you can like these rappers. It's a wonderful world. It's really great. So let's not waste any more time on this one. With that being said, this is CDTV Productions. You can follow me on Instagram under that name, and let's look at 10 more great rap songs by bad rappers. Starting off our list at number 10, we have Lil Xan with Betrayed.
Pop the trunk, I open up, I sold my soul a good price, out of sight. My hoe got talent, right? Whole squad ran, do that shit, yikes.
You guys all know I haven't given a lot of praise to Lil Xander, but Betrayed is one of the very few songs I can actually enjoy from him. Sure, this song doesn't even manage to stick to its own theme or message, but at least it sounds pretty nice. Bobby Johnson does a great job with the production, making it sound complete without adding too many layers to it, and he really provides that emotional vibe to the track with these somber but floaty melodies. Xan also opens the track with a few bars showcasing one of the most consistent flows he has ever pulled off, and even though he doesn't stay on topic, his rapping is actually very listenable here. This is easily one of the best tracks he's ever made. And up next at number 9, we have Famous Dex with Prove It.
I know you want money, I ain't stupid. I give the money, I do it. But if I do it for you, gotta prove it.
Oh my god, Famous Dex makes much better music when he's not forcing a goofy voice on his songs. Dex Meets Dexter is easily the best project he has dropped, and that's because his voice and beat choices are much better. I wouldn't say it's perfect, but it's pretty nice, and this was one of my favourites from the project. It's way different to anything he's put out, and he goes for a bit more of a singing style here, and it actually really works for me. It's way better than his singing on Took Time anyway.
Put my dick right down in the time my dick down. Why you keep laughing? I'm funny.
There's something so catchy about this song, and obviously, like I said, the beat choice was great too. I would love to hear more Dex music that's like this. And at number 8, we have the guy that went out with Kylie Jenner when she was still pretty young, with Taste featuring Offset.
Slide on the pimp gang with my pinky ring. Lot of gang, lot of bitches in the icy chain. While you claim that you're rich, that's a false claim.
Just as I make a video about Tyga falling off, this song drops and puts him back on the Hot 100. Now to be fair, I wouldn't really count one song as a comeback, but I'll give him props for this one. It's the nicest song he's dropped in a few years. The song has a very kinda intimate feeling to it, with Tyga and Offset both using fairly soft deliveries over this ridiculously catchy production. That vocal sample used in the beat is absolutely infectious. Sure, Tyga's still making me cringe with lyrics like, "Get checked like a fucking Nike," and "She gonna suck me like high C." But I didn't exactly come here hoping for perfect lyrics. It's safe to say that Tyga dropped his catchiest track he's made in a long time with this. And at number 7, we have Gucci Mane with I Get the Bag featuring Migos.
Eat it up like it's a feast. They say the dope on fleek. I know that these niggas getting sick of me. They chasing my neck cause a meal a piece. I don't even like to freestyle for free.
So from what I have heard, and keep in mind that it's not much, but from what I've heard, I'm not a Gucci fan at all. His voice has this strange twang to it that doesn't really make my ears happy, and if my ears aren't happy, neither is the rest of me. However, he actually provides a great verse here in my opinion, and the features really do help out. Quavo gives us a very sticky hook that flows over the beat perfectly, and Takeoff really kills it with his verse in particular. And in an interesting twist, Offset was left off I Get the Bag. And the production here, my god is it good. I love that moody 808 heavy sound it has. And like I said, I don't know exactly what it is about it, but I really enjoy what Gucci offers on here. It might be the great flow or his accent showing through a bit less on this verse, but I really like it. It's one of my favourite songs by him without a question. At number 6, we have French Montana with Unforgettable featuring Sway Lee.
She want the last name with the ring on it. Cause I pulled out $1 million cash, told her blank on it.
French Montana, the man that is like a black hole of energy. Oh, what's that? Your rap song is sounding great so far and everyone on it is providing some solid rapping. Let French just suck that in and spit out a lackluster guest verse to make the other verses seem even better. That's most of his verses, but luckily not this one. He provides a fitting verse that actually has a decent amount of charisma to it, and that's probably the highest praise I've ever given him. I can even say that his lyric, "If they want the drama, got the Uzi," is a decent double entendre. As for Sway Lee, the melodies he creates over this beat are fantastic. He really has a talent for that. Tell me the way he sings that hook doesn't get stuck in your head. At first I kinda hated the effects on his voice that make his vocals sound almost buried in the beat, but it's a sound that has really grown on me, and overall the song is one of the best things with French's name attached. Halfway through our list, at number 5 we have Lil Yachty with Good Day featuring Skipper the Flipper.
Rich, walking down the street and I just copped a big booty bitch. Man, today's a good day.
This is a really positive song about having a good day. How can you hate this? This is the type of Yachty I love, not the one that awkwardly raps about a girl eating nut like a burger over dark trap instrumentals. I feel like Yachty sounds way more comfortable doing this style. I like him as that goofy, happy, positive guy, and that's what he provides on here. The song has this really playful piano beat, and Yachty's singing is just so lovable on this track. This was legit one of the songs I bumped all through my summer holidays in 2016. I am genuinely not making that up. Does everyone else I show it to think it's not great? Sure, but I don't really care. Shit makes me smile and that's all I need. Not to mention, Skipper the Flipper has a great flow. He had a really nice guest verse on here as well. I really like this version of Yachty, so I hope he makes a full tape like this again soon. And at our number 4 spot, we have 6ix9ine with Coulda.
Go outside, we gon' show what we about. All my niggas really gang bang, talk that damn slang. Rap about it, do the same thing, let you not tame. We gon'
6ix9ine, living meme, internet gangster. If you're 13 years old, then come to Papa. Yes, we have him on this list again because Coulda is another one of his tracks where his shouting delivery actually works and makes me feel like moving instead of just feeling like turning the song off. Sure, lyrically it's almost identical to every single track 6ix9ine has dropped, but at least this one sounds pretty damn good. The instrumental is fairly simple, basically working off of a couple looped instruments with trap drums over them, but I feel like that's what makes the track so memorable. It's fairly easy to digest. And like I said, it's a beat that 6ix9ine being really aggressive actually works with rather than against. Easily one of the better songs from his Day 69 project. You can bet I'll be letting my nuts hang to this one. Whatever the fuck that means. And at number 3 we have Lil Pump and Carnage with I Shine.
look at my wrist shine. I think I got too high. Look at my neck shine. Gucci goggles on, so I got 4 eyes. Just smoking on gelato, yeah, I got it from Dubai.
Alright, you might remember me saying this in the first part to this video. Yes, I do actually like this song, and yes, I think it's better than I Shine. Well, opinions can change, and that is the case here, you know, just because I've said something in a video doesn't mean that's always going to be my opinion. I still think Gucci Gang is easily catchier, but this track is one of the most exciting ones that Pump has dropped. Carnage provides the foundation for Pump to lay down his energy on with this beat that has these very kinda grimy synths, and Lilac Puff goes in on this track with one of his most intense performances. His fast flowing isn't the clearest I've ever heard, but it's impressive to a certain degree, and it's a great track to just put on if you want some mindless hype. And at our second spot on this list, we have Rich the Kid with Plug Walk.
50K, you could come and book a nigga for a plug walk. You can reach me. Space coupe like E.T.
One of the main takeaways I got from The World Is Mine is that Rich leans pretty heavily on his production and his features. Despite his unique voice, he really doesn't do much with it. However, I would say that this track is one of his best solo songs by far. Again, I think it is mostly due to the production, in particular the pattern of the snares and hi-hats, which complement each other so exceptionally well on this track. They really add a nice bit of swing to it, and then it has that spaced out melody that works really well too, but Rich the Kid has a nice enough flow on this track to help make it even more enjoyable. You know, first I heard No Freezer and I didn't enjoy Rich at all on that song, so I didn't expect much the first time that I checked out this track, and I'd say I was pleasantly surprised by it. I don't know what it is that makes me enjoy Rich the Kid way more here than on other songs, but there's something about it that makes it great to me. A fantastic explanation, I know. And at our number 1 spot on this list, we have Trippie Redd, I'm not imitating his shrieking again, with Hellboy.
I've been on the road, wish me well, wish me well. Baby, wish me well, wish me well. It's all a dream, just like a wishing well, to give him hell.
If most of Trippie's discography sounded more similar to this song, I would genuinely be a massive fan. Usually his songs feature this sharp, almost screeching style of singing, and if you enjoy that, all the power to you, but I can't find any pleasure in it. So that's why I was genuinely surprised when he sang in a more subdued and passionate way on this track. The hook on this genuinely sounds amazing to me, and I cannot fucking stop singing it. It is ingrained in my mind right now. It also has a relatively rare rapping verse from him, which is always nice to hear, so I very much appreciated that too. Everything about this track is great, and I could really buy into this style of emo rap if there was more of it. It's basically emo rap without the bad singing, and I highly enjoy it. This is definitely either my favourite or second favourite Trippie Redd track of all time. I think it's brilliant. Alright, now that the video's over, I'm gonna try my Trippie Redd voice, because I don't really need my voice to be intact as I'm not recording anything else, so let's try this. Gonna blow! That's really not fun to do. Well, thank you so much for watching, guys. Leave a like if you did enjoy this video, and of course, you can subscribe if you want to. Like I said, you can follow me on Instagram under the name CDTV Productions. You can also check out my twin's channel. His name is CDTV the G. He does music reactions. He just dropped his reaction to Lil Pump's new song, Drug Addicts. So the link to that, I'll try and remember to put it in the description. If I don't, I apologize. He's a bitch anyway. I don't really want to promote his channel. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you all in the next one, and this is CDTV Productions, signing out.